BTS station in Bangkok, right across from the Grand Hyatt Hotel, and next to it is the Erawan shrine. Turn around and let you see it. It's right over there. And I've passed this shrine many times on my visits in Bangkok, but I never really thought anything of it until I sort of recently stumbled on an article on it. And it's actually a really interesting and very auspicious place for believers. The story of how the shrine was built is also really interesting. There were some problems with superstitious labors during the building of it. So they had to get in a couple of astrologers to come and assess the situation, and then they decided to erect a shrine in honor of the four-faced Brahma god here. Kindness, mercy, sympathy, and impartiality. These are the virtues represented by the four faces of this Brahma god. The place is really popular amongst Thais and visitors alike. Lots of believers making ceremonial offers here in the hopes that their wishes will be fulfilled. You'll see beautiful Thai dancers on the property, and sometimes when people's wishes are granted, they'll come back here and let these beautiful dancers do a traditional dance in honor of their wish being granted. So if you're visiting and you do see the dancers dancing, you know that someone's wishes were granted. It's Tuesday and it's midday, and I've been here for about an hour and a half, and the Thai dancers have not stopped dancing since I've gotten here. So this must be a very lucky place. It's not that easy to find English information on the tradition and the prayer rituals that they do here. So I've done some research online and I've asked a couple of friends. And I'm just going to give you the very, very basic of what happens here. First, you need to buy a prayer set, and of course there are many different kinds of prayer sets. A basic prayer set will cost you around about 50 baht, and this is going to include 12 incense sticks, 4 sets of flowers, and a candle. Most people will pray clockwise, so when you first enter the shrine, the first face that you'll see, this is the one that gives you guidance with career and study, things like that. You first have to light the incense before you start praying. Then you hold the incense in your hand, introduce yourself to the god, and ask your question or ask the wish that you want from this god. After you've prayed, take 3 sticks of incense and stick it into the sand in front of this face. Also hang one set of your flowers here. You're moving clockwise, right? So the second face is going to represent love. So this is where you're going to ask for guidance with regards to a love relationship, marriage, things like that. And again, you're going to hold the incense in your hand, you're then going to ask your wish or make your request, and again, stick 3 sticks of the incense in the sand and hang one of the flowers. We're still moving clockwise, and the third phase is going to relate to wealth and finance. You're going to ask for guidance with regards to money, basically. Don't try and ask to win the lottery. It doesn't really work like that. The final phase, or the fourth phase, is going to represent healing, peace, and family. And again, here you're going to make a wish or a request with regards to that, and then stick your final 3 incense sticks in there and your final bit of flowers, put it up there. When you're all done, you want to light the candle, and you want to put this one candle in front of the face of the wish that you would like to have granted first. So if you want your love life to improve first, you're going to put your candle in front of the face of love guidance. There's of course more than one way to pray. Some people pray anti-clockwise, and you can also promise something to the gods, like for example those dancers. If your wishes come true, that you'll come back and have them dance for the god, or you can promise something else if you want. Also remember, when you enter the shrine, make sure that you wear respectful clothing, like a full t-shirt. Don't wear something that's cut off or sleeveless. And maybe introduce yourself to the god as well. Your name, your birthday, where you're from, something like that. And it might be a good idea to first thank the god for all the blessings that you already have in your life before you start asking for new ones.